Oh, we on?
Yeah, we on.
Oh shit. What we doing? What kind of?
All right.
Oh, I thought we were saying something. My bad.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host. Dysfunctional's World.
I'm your boy Said, aka Mr. Let's Talk.
So let's talk.
What we talking about today?
We talking about rest in peace. First and foremost,
Rest in peace.
prayers to the family.
Always, absolutely.
We talking about Takeoff tonight. We talking about who we think did it and why.
Okay.
You got any ideas, or you want me to jump out the window first?
Go ahead. Take the lead.
What's going on, Everett? All right, so again, rest in peace, Takeoff. This is no disrespect,
Right. None.
but over
Ever.
the couple of days, a week that the things have been coming out, I think, in my opinion, because like when you first told me about it, I remember telling you, I just feel like it's something else to that. And then here come the other stuff.
Right.
Well,
Right.
Quavo got into it with Jay Prince Jr. Coincidentally, the person that shot Takeoff was killed,
Allegedly.
before the police were able to apprehend or question this person. Jay Prince Jr., allegedly, has a lot of you want to say physical power due to his dad?
That's a good way to put it.
Okay. He has a lot of physical power due to his dad. So, I'm thinking, this is just my thought, that maybe Quavo was the intended person that was supposed to get shot. But because Quavo didn't entertain the whole, when they got into it, you know, he started joking with them and they had words. And Quavo said, I'm not going to argue with you, I'm going to leave. And turned and walked away. And the shots began to come off. Because didn't nobody throw a punch, right?
Well, now that's starting to come out too, and they saying that somebody did throw a punch. You see what I'm saying? So that I don't know, because you just see the camera shaking, and then, you know what I'm saying, the shots. Because like you said, Quavo went that way. He's like, man, let me go for somebody to get hurt,
Okay.
or if I hurt somebody, whatever, allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Because everybody's tough in the rap business.
So you know what I'm saying? He goes and walk this way, and then everything go down. So they saying though, it was a guy in the yellow hoodie standing next to Takeoff,
Okay.
allegedly. And when everything went down, he was the one, you know what I'm saying, that did it.
Okay.
Because they said he's on tape, you know what I'm saying, with a gun and firing a gun.
But he's also, he's from Houston.
Yes.
He's not a dude that they brought with him from ATL.
No, they saying that he's down with them, with the other side.
With Jay Prince.
Mm-hmm.
He was just
Allegedly.
standing on the wrong side.
What do you mean?
He was standing closer to Takeoff and them.
Well, they saying he walked up to him and placed himself there.
Oh,
Allegedly.
okay.
You see what I'm saying? This is what they're saying.
So then the hit would have been for Takeoff.
I'm not saying that it was a hit. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was a hit.
Okay. I don't know, because
I think it was a misplaced hit.
I don't think that could be though, because how is it a misplaced hit when two people are walking in two different directions? Takeoff and Quavo wasn't going in the same direction.
Right.
So
but if I stand next to you, right, and I plan to shoot somebody, I plan to shoot this way. Now, just because you're standing to the right of me, only thing that should hit you is a shell.
No, but what I'm saying is, if it's a hit, you shooting at your target.
Right, but I'm just saying, if I go stand next to you, right, if you're my target, I go stand next to you, and I pretend like I'm shooting this way, the only thing that should hit you is a shell, if I'm standing next to you. You see what I'm saying? But if it's a hit, magically these bullets curve this way, instead of going that way, because I'm standing next to you.
I don't understand.
Okay.
I don't understand.
All right. So let's say this is you, right? And if I place myself anywhere near you, and I'm shooting in this direction, the only thing that'll hit you is shells, because the gun ejects shells to the right. So if you standing to the right of me, only thing that should touch you is shells.
But I'm saying he wasn't shooting at nobody over there. He placed himself next to
Takeoff.
Right. And shot Takeoff.
On purpose.
Allegedly. You see what I'm saying?
So then that would be a hit, wouldn't it? If you shoot him on purpose.
I'm saying, but I guess I understand what you're saying, right? But I'm saying a hit would be if somebody ordered you to do something and be like, hey, as soon as you get your opportunity, allegedly take it. You see what I'm saying? So you saying that's what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, well, all right. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
This is all alleged now, people. This is all alleged.
Right.
We ain't trying to incriminate nobody.
Not at all.
We're just saying from the videos and from the way he's described it to me, because I haven't really watched too many videos. I just haven't been in the mood of watching that.
It's a lot of stuff going on in this one. Excuse me. I don't think it was a hit. Allegedly, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a hothead who overreacted. You know what I'm saying, to a situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Who knows if he was ordered to move like that?
Okay.
Not necessarily on this particular person, but just in general.
Right.
Hey, when you with us, if anything ever go down, we looking at you to protect. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff.
Gotcha,
You need to move accordingly, no matter who it is. Like it could be, you know what I'm saying? But they saying that Lil Buddy no longer with us now.
Because, and here's again my alleged opinion. I think the person that supposedly sent him is the person who got rid of him. Because to me, like I said, I was on the outside listening, right? And when you said he got shot, but he got shot from somebody from their side, right? That was the way it was alleged at first.
Yeah, that's the way it put out at first, right?
Right. And then all of a sudden you said in one of his videos, somebody mentioned it, so I went back and watched it, and you said you saw Jay Prince walk by. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now you got Jay Prince in the mix. And then all of a sudden, when they start digging into what happened because of Jay Prince's son, Jay Prince Jr., all of a sudden somebody comes up dead because of who supposedly killed somebody else. Just to make you stop asking questions about me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was like bits and pieces of everything was coming out because everybody was doing their internet stuff.
Right.
And finding out stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Like there's literally a video out of all the videos that they put out that whole day.
Okay.
Because they was all kicking it that whole day.
Right.
So there's videos of the manager guy who they said was clutching in that TMZ video. Okay. He in the backseat, you know what I'm saying, chilling there in the drop top. So somebody combined all they posts from that whole day and put them together. So that's how they found out certain things. Somebody else, I think it was Academic, who first touched on who first pointed out the dude in the yellow. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? He was the first one to really lay claim to that because nobody else was talking about that before Academics was the one who cracked that. And said, hey, Buddy in the yellow, you know what I'm saying, had a strap. Right. Allegedly. So they said when everything cracked off, allegedly, Buddy just ran behind him and, you know what I'm saying? So who knows, you know what I'm saying, like what's the motive, or you know what I'm saying, who said what allegedly, because I think one of the girl who posted it, she was like, it had started from the night before, you know what I'm saying, when they was all kicking it and hanging out or whatever, and there was an argument or something like that from the night before. You know
but I mean, judging by, again, my own opinion, judging by who the other potential suspect could be, Jay Prince Jr., judging by him and his known need to be respected in Houston, if nowhere else, in Houston, any kind of disrespect would lead to some kind of altercation. And for him to make a joke at you and you say something back, that's an altercation. Because it's a public altercation. It's someone publicly defying him.
To the point where you think he'll do that, though?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't
Because
think. I don't know.
I'd be inclined less to think that his dad hasn't done similar things to people before for saying stuff about him.
I mean, okay, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that somebody you would just. I mean, I don't know, but it'd be too coincidental to tie it back to him. So that's why I don't think. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know, but I'm just saying I don't know. I don't know. That's weird. I don't think it was intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I could be wrong, but I just think it was
I think on the
somebody
flip,
overreacting.
I think on the flip. Okay, let's go with that angle. Let's go with the angle that somebody overreacted. So to take the heat off him, one, he would allegedly have someone killed, allegedly even the score, so that it won't be retaliation on him or towards him. He's trying to make good.
Okay. Okay.
Saying that there was a hothead and the hothead acted on his own reconnaissance. This would be the way to make that right.
Oh, that's what you're saying. That was okay. Okay. I mean, so like basically like street law type shit.
Right.
Okay. The family or whatever may not be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? They may not feel like that was. I mean, because they may feel like, well, you did that for your own reason. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Once again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it was. That's just my opinion on it. But I think it makes for a good conversation. You know what I'm saying? With you being on one side and me being on the other side. That, yeah. I think it was very tragic, very unfortunate.
It is tragic. It is unfortunate.
Especially, it was other victims as well. You know what I'm saying? Other people who got hit. And they all okay. You know what I'm saying? They all are okay. According to most reports anyway. It was a young lady who got hit in the head. She's okay.
Really?
Yeah, she got hit in the head by the manager. By the manager's fire.
Okay.
Accidental. You know what I'm saying? He was, because they were shooting. He returned fire allegedly. But they're saying she's okay. And they said somebody else got hit, but they're okay too. So, I'm glad that everybody's okay. It's very unfortunate what happened. This whole situation is just sad. It's tragic.
I guess I'm looking at today's climate. Today's climate of criminal is not the caliber that it was when we were young.
That's true.
You have a lot of.
It's very different. Very different now.
Not so bright criminals nowadays, to say the least. So that's why I came up with my theories.
Okay. And a lot of stuff you said makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Some things I didn't look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? So you brought light to some stuff that I didn't see it that way. So I'm like, okay, he makes sense on that. Maybe I'm just hoping against hope that, you know what I'm saying?
That those things weren't the way it went down.
Right. Yeah, like they wouldn't put a hit out. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'm hoping against hope that wasn't the case. And it was just somebody who acted out of order, acted out of line,
I can see that too. I can see that angle.
Because they're saying if the person who information they put out in the picture and the name and all that other stuff, he looked young. You know what I'm saying?
Like, how young?
18.
Okay.
He looked young.
I can see the reckless then.
So if that is him, if he's the person responsible, then maybe he did act out of line and act out of order. You know what I'm saying? And overreact to a situation. Because if not, this thing can get really, really bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I definitely don't want to see that happening. So maybe I'm just hoping against hope.
$1 million can weed out a lot of issues and problems, but it can also create a lot of issues and problems.
That's true.
Street law is only respected by street individuals. Most rappers aren't street individuals anymore. So
they hang around them, you know what I'm saying, and try to live off their rep. But if you're a rapper, why would you want to be a street individual anyway? You getting money.
You would think that.
True. I guess they got to live up to their persona, to their image.
On a sidebar,
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching BMF, Blowing Money Fast documentary. That's what it's called.
Okay. Oh, that's what they called it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, for commercial purposes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
BMF. They get into what BMF really means,
Mm-hmm.
but on the actual title is called Blowing Money Fast. BMF.
Okay.
Blowing Money Fast. And they talk about how Meech and his brother came up. And the one thing he said, but it's crazy because even with that, so the one thing he said was, it doesn't take power or violence to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that. I believe that that's wholehearted. Like, like even when I was doing what I was doing was wrong, it didn't take violence for me to make that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Every now and then, whatever. But it doesn't take violence to make money. The point being with that is, so there's no need in most cases to flex muscle or to rear up on someone
Mm-hmm.
in the realm of making money.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the get back or any other realm, just in the realm of making money.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take that. So when you do that, you stop your money because you bring unwanted attention, and you create enemies.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
But then he said how he studied all the gangster underbosses, bosses, the capos. He studied the Italian mafia.
Mm-hmm.
He studied all the big time drug dealers. He studied all the movies, right? And then I remember how BMF first came on my light. The first time I heard about them, they were talking about these boys is making money from coast to coast. They're a bunch of black dudes. They in the hip hop business, but they're not in the hip hop business, but they're around the hip hop business.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I heard about it. And 2 weeks later, I heard Big Meech got shot. Or no, yeah, Big Meech got shot, and Puff Daddy's bodyguard was killed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That violates all the rules.
I remember hearing that. Mm-hmm.
What you just said just went out the window.
How?
He said it doesn't take violence to make money.
Mm-hmm.
But you flexing.
Mm-hmm.
You said something to this man. This man got mad that I got to fight him. In the midst of a fight, he reaches for his gun. Your people reach for their guns. They shoot. He shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
You take a shot to the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
He takes shots to the body. He don't make it, but you do. But now there's that level of violence that rings out now.
Right.
Oh my God, who is these guys now?
But that ain't in the course of making money though. That was,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? The money was made already.
True. The money was made,
Money was made.
but that's how they got on the radar of the FBI.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
one of the ways. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because before they had a name,
Mm-hmm.
the FBI didn't know who they were.
Mm-hmm.
When they gave themselves a name tag, that chain that he wore all the time,
Mm-hmm.
that everybody else wore too, they
Okay.
became a 3-letter gang.
Right now. Right.
Now the Alphabet Boys want to know who this 3-letter gang is.
Mm.
Where did they come from?
Okay.
What's going on with them? Every time they be at clubs now, they got multi-race people in a line looking at them drinking beer. Police drink beer every time they on work. They don't drink liquor.
Okay.
So they were watching them. But they didn't know to what severity they were watching them. But when Puff Daddy's bodyguard got killed, that threw them on a big radar. That was the one that flagged them down to make them zero in on who was doing what to where, when, and why. That's how they started following Meech.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happened that Meech and Terry kept records of everything at the house. at different houses, but at the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it all came down.
And all this is in the show?
It's in a documentary. It's a weekly documentary.
Okay. That's the one that 50 Cent Okay.
He did that too.
Yeah. Might check it out. That sounds pretty good right there.
It just amazes me. I guess you're right. That wasn't in the midst of making money, but I wouldn't. If we were making that kind of money, I wouldn't do anything. I take my meds even more to make sure that I don't have a violent outburst that'll put me on somebody's radar.
Right. Excuse me.
You know, I don't want people to be like, damn, who was the thing that brutally beat the shit out of my dude? And Johnny Boy just stood there and watched it happen.
Right.
Well, Johnny Boy saw what the hell I was doing to him. Was like, yo.
He ain't want to know. He's like, nah.
These are wild thoughts. Again, not to deflect. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Prayers to the family.
Absolutely.
Hope this situation gets solved quick, fast, and in a hurry. But don't rule out my opinions. With that being said, I'm your host. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's.
Oh, okay. With that being said, I'm your host. This dysfunctional world.
I'm your boy Sid, aka Mr. Let's Talk. We out of time till the next time.
Screaming, let's talk.
Peace.
What up, Stevie?
Gummies that eat